Hey guys, it's Dustin from Meridian. We're here in lovely Austin, Texas. And in this video, we're going to talk a little bit about traveling with video equipment, and we're also going to share some pre-production tips that we like to go through before a big shoot. So anytime I fly for a video shoot, I start packing at least 3 days before I fly out. I start by making a spreadsheet of all the equipment that I need to bring for the shoot. And on that spreadsheet, I list what equipment I've already packed, what equipment I still need to pack, and I also list which bag I store the piece of equipment in. And that's really helpful for me just organizationally knowing that when I arrive, I'll know which piece of equipment is in which bag. And then also when I go to pack up again, I've already have like a system in place, so I can just kind of put it back in the original bag that I brought it with. For this trip, I flew on Southwest, and Southwest is a great airline to choose if you're flying with equipment because you do get 2 bags checked free, and they can be oversized bags too. One of the things I like to do before I fly out is to make sure all of my batteries are charged, and that's just something that I like to do ahead of time, so that way when I arrive I don't have to worry about charging all of my batteries the night before. Anything you can do to kind of just like get ahead a little bit, do it. When I was researching accommodations, places to stay in Austin, I landed on this place because of its location. It's like 10 minutes away from where I'm going to be filming most of the week. So that takes a lot of stress off of, when you're in a new place and you're driving in a new city, that can be stressful. It can be a little taxing. And I just want all my attention to be able to be focused on the day of the production and to make sure that I'm coming in fresh and not feeling stressed about traffic or getting lost or that kind of thing. So I try to pick a location that's going to be close to where we're going to be filming. And then once I get in, I like to actually try to drive to the place where I'm going to be filming. Again, just to orient myself and to make sure that on the day of the shoot, I'm just more familiar with where I'm going and how I get there. All right, let's talk about car rental a little bit. So yeah, I needed to rent a car for this trip. And I knew I would need a small to mid-sized SUV just to be able to fit all of my equipment in. I ended up booking my car through Turo for the first time, and it was a pretty good experience. It was fairly priced, and it really just got me from point A to point B. It really wasn't like anything fancy. Whether your client is paying for your expenses or whether you've kind of factored those expenses into your fee, either way, both sides are happy when you're able to kind of save some money there. So that's just something I'm always trying to be conscious of, is like, how do we keep expenses low? And Turo was a pretty good fit. Yeah, I would definitely do it again instead of, going through one of the bigger rental companies. Okay, so let's talk about the bags that I brought for this trip and all of the equipment that's inside of it. So starting with this case here, this is by a company called SKB. And this is actually a golf club hard case, but it works really good for carrying a lot of like the stands and stuff. So I'll go ahead and open it up and show you what I have in here. And so this is my softbox that we attach to our key light. We're doing a lot of seated interviews for this content, so this was pretty essential to make sure we get like that soft, diffused light on our interview subjects. We brought a monopod. It's kind of been like my B-roll choice here. It's just super mobile, it's lightweight, it's versatile. Yeah, I'm really loving the monopod recently. It's been great. I also have 2 of these 9.5 feet impact stands. So we use one of them for our key light and we use the other one for our boom pole. We also have our boom arm in here as well. I'll take that out just so we can take a look at that. This is just an extendable boom pole that we take and we'll use for the interview portions of the videos that we're going to be making. In here, I also have a little roll of gaff tape that I was able to sneak in as well. And then we have this grip head, which we use to secure our boom pole holder. So those are both things that once we get the stands in, able to just kind of like throw those in some of the empty gaps to kind of help fill it out. Yeah, this case is really good. It's Got some built-in foam over here, which again, like really helps kind of keep everything snug and secure. I feel really confident that nothing's gonna get too banged up in here. It also does come with TSA locks. So if you wanted to kind of lock it, you could, and then TSA will be able to open that if they need to inspect your bag for any reason. It also has wheels, and it is very easy to carry around, so I really recommend it. When I first got it, I did not think I was gonna be able to get all of this stuff in here that I was able to get in here, but turned out to be really useful. So I'll make sure I link that for you guys in case you want to purchase one. All right, let's move on to the suitcase, which is our second bag that we checked. I have these GVM 800 panel lights, and they each have a stand. They come with a power adapter. And yeah, these lights are budget lights, but they're great. They're bicolor, they're RGB. We use them if we need to get a little bit more fill on our subject's face, but we also use them for things like backlighting or kind of filling in elements of the background that we want to have a little bit more brightness to them as well. So, you know, it's kind of hefty, a little bit of a hassle to kind of travel with these, but very, very helpful. And then in this case here, we have our key light. This is the Godox VL 150. And we also cram in this bag here that has some various cables. There's XLR cables in here. There's an extension cable in here. And then, yeah, this is our key light that we bring to our shoots. It's great. Yeah, we really like it a lot. It's been really reliable for us as well. Last but not least, we have this camera bag here, and I'll go ahead and take you through what's in here. Unclipping this here gets us to a little top pouch here. I have headphones, which I keep in the top pouch here because I use them on the plane and listen to music as well. I have a 1 terabyte external hard drive that I bring on trips like this, just like a travel drive. So after we get home from the shoots, I always am backing up the footage to this external hard drive, and then when I get home, I'll make sure that I transfer this footage to my regular hard drive. I have 2 lavalier microphones, one here, and then I'm wearing one right now. This is the Aperture Amarin F1, just a little light that we can take around if we're doing like quick B-roll shots. It's nice to have something really small. This is also bicolor, and the brightness on it is adjustable. It's just a, yeah, really handy, like small light that I like to bring for travel. And whenever you're traveling, small things are really great. The charger for the Canon C70 batteries is in here. And then again, yeah, after the shoot, while I'm uploading footage, I'm also making sure that I'm charging batteries and just preparing for the next day. This seems a bit random, but it's kind of just like whatever I can fit in here that's small makes sense. So this is a little sibilance cover for our microphone. And then we have our microphone in here as well. This is the Sennheiser MKE 600, and this is what we use for our primary microphone for seated interview content as well. I do bring along a laptop just for backing up, and to be able to check emails and stuff while traveling is really nice. So bring along the charger for that. This is just a little external battery pack that I bring along. Can use this to charge my phone if we're on the go. That's it for the top pouch. Let's see what we got in here. Batteries. You're not supposed to check lithium batteries, so you end up carrying them all in your carry-on bag, which there's a lot of batteries here. So I have the Canon BPA 30 batteries. I have 3 of them that I bring along. This is the Canon 50mm lens, super small. It's a great focal length for interviews. And right now we're filming using the 24mm Sigma f1.4. This is a dead cat for our microphone in case we're trying to record audio outside and it's windy. This is a nice little case to hold SD cards. We'll open that up. I have 2 156 gig SD cards for the C70, and then I also have a 256 gig SD card for the C70 as well. I also have a few other SD cards that I bring just because I need them, but I rarely need that much. This is the Tascam Portacapture X8. We use this to record audio for interviews. So you could run an audio cable directly into the C70 and then you wouldn't have to worry about syncing audio in post, but I like being able to take advantage of the 32-bit float that this recorder offers. Lots of Sony NPF batteries. More batteries. This is a little system that I have. I have 2 battery bags. I try to keep all my batteries in here, but it's actually, I have more batteries than I can fit in here right now. But the idea is basically charged batteries go in this case, and then when they're shot and need to be recharged, they go into the red case. It just kind of helps me stay organized, and so I know which batteries need to be charged. This is a backup camera that I brought. This is the Canon 5D Mark III. It's the first camera that we purchased as our production company. And hopefully I don't have to use this, but it's just nice to know that if anything were to happen to the C70, at least there's another option to kind of make it work. It's not nearly as nice as the C70, but again, it's just kind of for a peace of mind. And also, this is a great stills camera, so if I do want to take any sort of behind the scenes stills, or just, while I'm here in Austin, want to do some photography, this will be nice to kind of have with me. Always bring a lint roller just in case you want to kind of clean up your pants a little bit. Plenty of cables in here, ibuprofen in here. An ND filter for the Canon Mark III. Yeah, some lens wipes. I have lens cloth. So the night before the shoot, I make sure I clean up the lenses and check for any dust. I always format the media cards, and then I just do another check to make sure that the batteries are all fully charged. And then of course, I'm filming this on the Canon C70 right now, so that would normally also be in this bag. There's also my camera monitor as well that will either go in this bag or will go in the Godox case. And that is the DesView R72 field monitor. And then there's also the tripod that I'm filming this on right now, and that goes in the SKB case as well. So yeah, it's super exciting to be traveling for video work like this. I never would have imagined that I'd be flying out to Texas to do videos. But yeah, there's quite a bit of travel that's kind of going on right now, and it's really exciting. You get to see new places, and that sort of being out of your element is super exciting, but it takes a little bit more planning. So you really have to be methodical in how you kind of plan out not only what you're bringing, but what your plan is in terms of pre-production as well. So thanks for watching this video. I hope you found it helpful. If you like this type of content, make sure you subscribe to our channel, because we're going to be sharing more behind the scenes videos talking about pre-production, production, post-production, editing, music composition, pretty much anything in the creative arena we're all about. So make sure you subscribe and check out some of our upcoming videos. Thanks again.